Welcome to The Animal Equation, where we decode the untamed world, one species at a time. Today, we slip into the rugged wilds of North America to encounter the elusive phantom of the mountains, the cougar. Silent, powerful, and breathtakingly graceful, this solitary hunter moves like a shadow through dense forests and rocky cliffs, embodying a blend of stealth and strength that few creatures on Earth can rival. The cougar's story begins where twilight lingers, an animal that wears a dozen names: mountain lion, puma, panther, catamount. Each name whispers of mystery and myth. From the Canadian Yukon to the tip of South America, this cat claims the widest range of any wild terrestrial mammal in the Western Hemisphere. Unlike the social lions of Africa, the cougar is a master of solitude, its life a quiet ballet of survival. Born blind and helpless, cougar kittens depend on their mother's warmth and patience during the fragile first weeks. By 8 weeks, blue-eyed kittens stumble into the daylight, discovering a world of scent and sound that will soon demand perfection. A mother cougar teaches survival not with words, but with silence, stalking lessons beneath a moonlit sky. Their first hunts are clumsy, but each failed attempt sharpens instinct, transforming awkward play into lethal grace. Adolescence brings danger. Juvenile cougars roam far from home, dodging wolves, bears, and rival males. Some travel hundreds of miles to stake a claim, guided only by scent and instinct across mountains and deserts. This wandering shapes the cougar's legendary range, ensuring genetic diversity across a continent. By adulthood, the cougar stands up to 30 inches at the shoulder, 7 to 8 feet from nose to tail, and can weigh over 200 pounds, pure muscle honed for pursuit. Its diet is as adaptable as its territory. Deer are favorites, but elk, beaver, even porcupines can fall to this silent hunter. The cougar's body is a masterpiece of quiet power, sleek, balanced, and built for the art of the ambush. Its hind legs are proportionally the longest of any big cat, giving explosive launch power that can clear 18 feet in a single bound. Flexible spines and elastic tendons turn that leap into near flight, a silent blur before the prey can blink. Stealth is their signature. Padded paws muffle every step, allowing a cougar to ghost within striking distance. Their golden eyes, slightly more forward set than a house cat's, give them a predator's binocular vision and precision depth perception. Retractable claws remain razor sharp, unsheathed only when climbing or striking, sparing them from the dulling grind of daily travel. Their jaw muscles clamp with a force near 400 pounds per square inch, perfect for the neck bite that ends a hunt within seconds. Every step of a cougar hunt is a choreography of patience, hours of stillness for a few explosive seconds of pursuit. They prefer to ambush from close range, striking after a silent stalk that can last half a mile. A single bound can topple a 200-pound deer, momentum carrying predator and prey into a violent tumble. Once the neck bite lands, death is swift. Then, the cougar drags the carcass to cover, sometimes hauling twice its own weight uphill. A single kill can feed an adult for nearly a week, though scavengers like bears or wolves often steal the prize. While deer dominate the menu, cougars are supreme opportunists. Bighorn sheep, porcupines, raccoons, and even grasshoppers can appear on the menu when hunger demands. This dietary flexibility allows cougars to thrive from the icy Yukon to the steaming jungles of South America, a masterclass in ecological adaptability. Such predatory skill doesn't just sustain the cougar, it shapes entire ecosystems. By culling deer and elk, they prevent overgrazing and keep forests vibrant. Cougars rely on acute hearing as much as sight, Their rounded ears pivot like radar dishes, picking up the faintest rustle of a mouse or the crunch of snow under hooves. Night amplifies their prowess. Cougars are crepuscular and nocturnal hunters, turning low-light vision into a weapon more precise than any human technology. They can sprint up to 50 miles per hour in short bursts, but endurance is limited. Ambush, not chase, is their secret. Cougars are master climbers, scaling vertical cliffs or trees to stalk prey, avoid rivals, or cache a kill in unreachable heights. Swimming is less celebrated, but not uncommon. Cougars cross rivers and lakes when food or territory demands. Their diet reflects their intelligence. Cougars study patterns of prey, selecting targets based on vulnerability, season, and even terrain advantage. Though primarily carnivorous, cougars will sometimes supplement their diet with berries, succulents, or even insects when prey is scarce. Such versatility is part of why they survive across ecosystems, ranging from temperate forests to deserts, mountains, and tropical jungles. Every meal shapes more than survival. It reinforces the cougar's position at the top of the food chain, influencing prey populations and the health of forests. Cougars are strategic hunters, observing prey habits for days before committing, often choosing the weakest, slowest, or youngest individuals. Some have been observed mimicking bird calls or using cover sounds to mask approach, a rare display of intelligence and adaptation. Cougars may hunt alone, but when prey is abundant, multiple generations can share territory without direct confrontation, avoiding overlap through scent marks. Even their kills tell a story. Cached in hidden nooks, meals may remain untouched for days, allowing predators to eat safely while conserving energy. Cougars also regulate smaller predator populations. By competing with bobcats, foxes, and coyotes, they maintain ecological balance. The cougar's hunting success is not only physical, but cognitive. Memory, patience, and environmental awareness are as crucial as speed and strength. Even in harsh conditions, blizzards, droughts, or fire-scarred landscapes, cougars adapt, finding water, prey, and shelter with remarkable resourcefulness. Through these strategies, the cougar asserts itself as an apex predator, a force invisible yet undeniable, shaping landscapes quietly but profoundly. Cougars occupy an astonishing variety of habitats, from icy northern forests to sun-scorched deserts and dense tropical jungles. Territoriality defines their world. Adult males defend areas of 50 to 150 square miles, with females occupying overlapping, slightly smaller ranges. Rivers, cliffs, and ridgelines become highways, connecting patches of forest and enabling long-distance movement between territories. Elevation shifts are no obstacle. Cougars hunt at sea level or scale alpine heights above 14,000 feet with equal skill. Cougars also interact indirectly with humans, often avoiding populated areas. Yet they shape suburban and agricultural ecosystems through occasional predation. Within ecosystems, they are keystone predators, regulating herbivore numbers, promoting plant diversity, and indirectly supporting smaller carnivores. Cougars reduce overbrowsing, allowing forests to regenerate, which benefits birds, insects, and countless smaller mammals. Their presence signals ecosystem health. Where cougars vanish, prey populations explode, and forests deteriorate. Cougars share the landscape with apex competitors, wolves, bears, and jaguars. Coexistence depends on timing, terrain, and prey selection. Encounters are rare, but when they occur, cougars display remarkable adaptability, retreating, climbing, or shifting hunting times to avoid conflict. Cougars influence prey behavior, creating landscapes of fear where deer, elk, and smaller mammals alter grazing patterns to avoid predation. This behavioral cascade helps maintain plant diversity, stabilizes soil, and supports the growth of riparian vegetation along streams. Cougars are solitary architects of balance. Each kill, each movement, ripples across species and generations. Interactions with humans have always been delicate. Indigenous cultures revered the cougar for strength, cunning, and the silent lessons it imparted. Legends across North and South America cast cougars as guardians, spirits of the forest, and symbols of vigilance and courage. Modern coexistence is challenging. Habitat fragmentation, roadways, and hunting pressures have pushed cougars into pockets, forcing them to adapt to human presence. Despite this, they persist, a testament to resilience and flexibility, continuing to patrol ancient routes, traverse rugged peaks, and maintain ecological balance. Cougars also indirectly benefit other predators by leaving remnants of meals, supporting scavengers such as vultures, foxes, and smaller cats. In riparian zones, cougars shape aquatic ecosystems by controlling herbivore numbers, reducing overgrazing, and allowing streamside vegetation to thrive. Even when unseen, the presence of a cougar resonates through forests, deserts, and mountains, a subtle reminder that apex predators hold ecosystems together. Human expansion has fragmented cougar habitats, forcing these solitary predators into smaller, often isolated territories. Roadways are lethal obstacles. Collisions with vehicles are a leading cause of mortality for cougars near urban areas. Hunting and poaching have historically reduced populations, yet cougars persist, demonstrating adaptability and resilience. Protected areas, national parks, wildlife corridors, and reserves allow cougars to maintain natural behaviors and support biodiversity. Education and public awareness have shifted perception from feared predator to ecological guardian. Conservation efforts emphasize coexistence. Fencing, wildlife crossings, and livestock protection reduce conflict. Population studies reveal cougars help maintain healthy deer and elk numbers, preventing overgrazing and preserving plant diversity. Even in fragmented landscapes, cougars travel miles nightly, patrolling borders, marking territory, and sustaining ecological equilibrium. Their role as apex predators indirectly supports smaller carnivores, scavengers, and even plant life. Every kill, every step resonates through the ecosystem. Cougars are barometers of environmental health. Where they disappear, ecosystems become unstable, highlighting the delicate interconnections of life. Cougars are solitary, but mating season brings brief, intense encounters, often signaled by calls, scent markings, and territorial displays. Gestation lasts roughly 92 days, with litters averaging 2 to 3 cubs, though some mothers may birth up to 6. Cub survival is a delicate dance of stealth, nurturing, and teaching essential hunting skills before independence at 12 to 18 months. Cubs are born blind and helpless, dependent on mother's protection and instinctual guidance. As they grow, mothers teach stalking, pouncing, and the subtle art of ambush, crucial for future survival. Juveniles must also learn to navigate territory boundaries and avoid predators, including adult males that may threaten them. The first year is critical. Survival rates are low due to starvation, predation, and environmental challenges. Once independent, juveniles disperse, sometimes hundreds of miles, seeking their own territories while avoiding adult males. Survival hinges on adaptability. Understanding terrain, prey behavior, and human threats is essential for the young cougar's success. Even after cubs reach independence, the lessons imparted by the mother resonate, a lifetime of hunting skill, stealth, and survival wisdom. Young cougars face relentless pressure from predators, starvation, and harsh environmental conditions, making the first 2 years the most perilous. Competition with siblings and other juveniles can be fierce, forcing dispersal and survival strategies to adapt quickly. Disease and parasites also claim lives, testing both resilience and immune strength of young predators. Environmental threats, such as fires, floods, or droughts, further challenge survival, forcing cougars to move, hunt, and adapt continually. Despite these hurdles, cougars that survive gain mastery of their habitat, honing hunting precision, territorial navigation, and risk assessment. By adulthood, cougars are apex predators, perfectly attuned to the rhythm of life in the wild, balancing stealth, strength, and intelligence. Their presence reverberates throughout the ecosystem, prey populations controlled, vegetation thriving, and biodiversity preserved. Human understanding of cougars is now shifting from fear to appreciation of their essential role in maintaining wild landscapes. Cougars embody resilience, adaptability, and the quiet power of nature, a reminder that survival depends on skill, patience, and balance. Their stories intertwine with mountains, forests, deserts, and rivers, revealing the invisible threads that bind all life together. As apex predators, cougars teach us lessons in observation, patience, and respect for the delicate balance of nature. The cougar, silent, powerful, and graceful, reminds us that true mastery of survival lies in understanding, adaptability, and harmony with the wild. Thanks for watching The Animal Equation. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who thinks cougars eat fruit. Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know which wild story we should unravel next. Until next time, stay wild.